They play a physical brand of basketball still with these guys. Now that LeBron's not in the lineup, they had to make an adjustment against Atlanta, but it was a little bit too late. Expect them to be very aggressive, and I like the fact that Devin is getting off to a good start here early.
Suns three-point shooting defense, that has been one of their staples all season long. As Ayton takes the delivery, rolls to the basket, and that'll prompt an early timeout here for Frank Vogel. Trying to stay away from that play-in scenario. Here is Kuzma coming out of the timeout.
What is it about?
It's the elbow jumper.
What is it about coming out of time?
Hook up and in.
Well, he should have his way in this game. I mean, everybody they're going to put out there is pretty much undersized against him. It's due to DeAndre.
Crowder on the catch and shoot, lets the three-pointer fly, and having moved back into the starting lineup. Trying to work it inside to Morris. Good ball denial there by Bridges. Swing it across. Now they move it around. They find the open shooter, Kuzma, in the corner. Rattling in the three.
That's why coaches love to say that.
Kuzma's averaged nearly 16 points per game as a starter. Nice backdoor cut there from Crowder. Takes the feed from CP3 along with Montrezl Harrell. This has typically been one of the best scoring benches in the league. As Schroeder with a strong drive there and 5 points in his 19 minutes off the bench, but has struggled with his shot a little bit, especially from deep of late. Had 9 points in the loss yesterday. But
they can get hot.
Both against the Suns and against other opponents. He can do so much damage just because of the size of his body and those big hands. Here's the feed up top. DA time to eat.
He can play with Montrezl Harrell on that all day long.
Cameron Payne, another one who has played so well now with the last 4 games on the backdoor cut. Had the defender closing out. Sets up Cam Johnson, and welcome back.
6'4", about 230.
Pull up 3, too strong for Book. Lead pass out ahead. Sets up the easy run out. Transition 2. Suns swinging around. Sets up Nader on the spin. He's another one who's played well over the last 4 or 5 games. 7 on the shot clock. Dario uses his strength. Gets that shoulder into Morris and gets it up and in.
No, the next game is never guaranteed to you.
Well, and it's one of the things, whether you're a Laker fan or a LeBron fan, it's one of the things that you really have to respect and admire about LeBron James. Would have the right to load manage based on his minutes and what year he is in the league. It would be LeBron James, but he understands not just what it means to the league and to the fans.
I think he knows too. When he and AD are not on the floor with this unit was built to play around those 2 guys. It wasn't built to go out there by themselves.
Here is Payne working on Harrell. Finds the cutter Craig inside and gets himself into the scorebook with his first bucket.
And scored the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't find a fit there in Milwaukee as Harrell was able to gather. The Suns wanted to travel.
And, you know, what's Montrezl Harrell going? Maybe 6'7"? But his arms are about 7 foot tall.
And 23 points yesterday as Bridges on the quick turnaround. Up after the basket, but they call the foul nonetheless. The foul stacking up here on Phoenix. Pass in traffic, finds a slashing Bridges.
You hope that it works out. And this has been a tremendous year so far for this team.
Quick offensive put back there from Devontae Kaycock. Checks out along with Torrey Craig as Devin Booker, Jake Crowder come back on the floor here for Phoenix. Swing it around, sets up, finds Cameron Payne, corner 3, got it. Schroeder works his way across, passing into Harrell. Booker comes up into the passing lane for the steal. On the drive, drop it off to DA, lays it up and in.
I mean, he has had the worst year shooting the ball. There's no confidence at all.
Well, and 79% of his shots this season have been threes, as right on cue, Devin Booker deposits the triple.
You can't get a foul if you're going away from contact.
Crowder on the catch and shoot. Got it.
As long as they keep the Lakers off the free throw line, they should control this game.
And the Suns with the number 3 3-point shooting defense is Book elevating over KCP. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. Kuzma behind the stripe.
Oh, you heard me.
Got one downloaded.
Gasol's not in the lineup to bother him with strength. AD's not to bother him with length. I mean, so he should have his way.
Harrell rose to the basket. able to contort his body just enough and get to the rim. In that loss after LeBron had gone down, you looked at the numbers for the game as that three-point hit.
Is a hard-working player, but man, he has had one of the worst years I think that he could ever imagine.
Shooter looking for another three, and he'll get it. So that's 2 threes here in 2 of the last 3 possessions. Booker takes the Ayton handoff. Working on Kuzma on the drive, little right hand running hook over Kuzma. Pass into the paint for Ayton. Quick catch and shoot. Off balance. Kuzma now in double figures with 11. And we said averaging nearly 16 as a starter. Booker operating baseline. 20 now for Devin Booker. Kuzma on the drive, drops it off there. Harold, who gets it inside.
How many
finishing
times
the foul?
You see him do that all the time.
Bridges.
He's amazing in that with his catches in the paint. There's not many guys in the league can do that.
Feet up top. DA hammers it home. That'll get a timeout from Frank Vogel. 72-60. Here's Schroeder. He's come to life here in this third quarter, trying to keep his team within striking distance. Harold with the spin. Bridges was just a fingertip away from getting the remarks even before the season had wrapped up, as Caruso throws that away into the hands of Chris Paul. Waits for a trailer, finds DeAndre Ayton with a collision, gets the finish and the foul. Just 1 of 6 shooting tonight for CP3. Here's Harold, rolls to the rim, and then 8. They're going to call a foul on Harold, backing down on Bridges. Tough baseline turnaround.
He's been making that shot late.
Turned it over 40 times in the 2 games to Minnesota, which, of course, ultimately led to their demise third tonight as Harold gets it again, rolls to the rack, and Monty Williams wants a timeout.
Really has them playing at a high level.
Book on the drive, the finger roll, but THT leaping up and swatting it away. Up ahead to Caruso, who runs out, gets the contact. Caruso with 7 off the bench, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Here's the drive and kick. Galloway fires. Yes.
Yeah, he's just instant money. I'm just telling you.
Phoenix has led from the jump. Here is Horton Tucker. Nice drive in reverse. Overall, dating back to last season.
I'm trying to figure out why did he get on a plane if he had a sprained ankle, right? Because you always wonder about getting on a plane. So what's the news?
Talk about Chicago being one of the teams pursuing one Lonzo Ball. Last 4 or 5 games. Horton Tucker cut off there by Torrey Craig. Good defense, forcing the tough turnaround, but THT knocks it down.
He pushes you back.
Comes up short, loose ball. Paul's got it. Slips inside, gets it off the glass, and maybe that'll get him going offensively. Just his second bucket. Shooter on the pull-up, yes.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Under 6 to play here in the 4th. Skip pass far side. Crowder collects it, sets, fires, connects. Oh, making him do that dance, but comes up short on the jumper. Closing back, Kuzma able to recover as Paul nearly had steal number 5. Suns trying to seal this one up.
And if you just play up to your capability, you're going to win most nights because they don't have any firepower to really counter what you're throwing at them. Take advantage of situations where you know you can be dominant to build yourself up to the next contest, and you know it's going to be a frontline guy in your way. But every player needs that confidence.
Bridges sets in the corner. Ayton with a rebound, finds Bridges cutting to the rim.
Nice recognition there from DeAndre.
We'll meet one more time May 9th in LA, but the Suns have won the first 2 of the 3 regular season meetings.